What's going on, YouTube? This is Luke with Endless Entrepreneurs, just coming to you with another video. This one specifically is a sales update around my LL Bean bulk order from May. I haven't really done an update on kind of the sales and how they've been ramping up, how many are listed, and just kind of my overall thoughts on whether it was a good purchase. If you're new to my channel, I am a part-time eBay seller and a full-time corporate finance analyst, so I build my business in my spare time. And I very recently, like early middle May, purchased 3,000 pairs of LL Bean new without tags pants. It was a mix of men and women's pants, some jeans, mostly dress pants, small portion of like lined and slated jeans. And to date, I've been listing those and tracking the progress of that order. I got them for about $1.15 a piece, so it was a really, really low piece rate. And really just has been an awesome learning experience for me as a seller, just trying to figure out how the whole bulk game works and scaling and buying. It's a really, really cool experience for me, so very thankful that I've had it. It's been a little crazy, a little hectic as well. And it definitely deviated from my normal business path as I've been experimenting with this. So this is the fourth update, and I'm going to continually, usually once a month, maybe twice a month, update how that's going, how the scale is working, how the ramp up's going. Just because it was a very long play, this wasn't something that I designed to like quick flip in 2 months. This was like I bought it, expected it to take 12 months, you know, or so to sell and to get that payback. But in the end, I think the payback's going to be huge. So I just want to be honest and transparent and show you guys how it's going. Just for anyone interested in bulk buying, you know, maybe this will help shed some light and you can learn a little bit from my mistakes and things like that. Let me just check the chat real quick, make sure we're doing okay here. Looks like we got about 40 watching live. Hey, Jessica, thanks for stopping in. Got Chase the Dream in here. Kevin, Rhino, Larry. Hey, Michelle. Hi, Lori. Hi, Mark. And I know this video is a little earlier than my normal schedule, but I do have 2 softball games, well, hopefully 2 softball games tonight. We have our playoffs and championship game have been rained out for like 3 weeks straight. So hopefully going to get that done tonight, but I got about 20 minutes here. Figure I'd give you the video now beforehand, and then we're off to play some softball. So let me share my screen, jump right into the content here. All right, so what I did, and just this is a tip for anyone, if you want to analyze your business with eBay and kind of analyze your sold listings in an Excel form, you can go to, when you go to your sold listings, there's actually an option to download reports. And let me see if I can show you that here. So you can go to your all orders. You know, put your filters on, whatever you want, and then you can hit download report, and it'll actually download it in Excel form and send it to your email, and then you can just click the link and download it. So for this case, I filtered on all my LL Bean sales, as you can see here. It comes out in a file format like this. It's a big CSV file, and in my case, I just actually filtered on, I think it was the item title here. So I just filtered on all my LL Bean stuff, but it has like everything, all the sale prices, all the states. So if you're doing, here's another tip, guys, if you are doing sales tax or something like that, you can either use this or you can use PayPal, but you can get the state for the buyer out of it, things like that. So in any case, that is how I did this and got this information. I filtered this for May 1st and forward because that was the early, I didn't have any listed as of May 1st, but I just want to make sure I captured everything. And I put it in a little pivot table. This is just, it's a tool I like to use at work all the time. And I added an average sale price column. So what this is showing, basically, just to quickly identify, so it's the item title, any quantity of that item title I've sold, the sale price, total sale price, so quantity times, you know, this is the sum of the sale price. So you divide this by 2 to get your average sale price, and then the average sale price over here so you can see what they sell for. And it's got every item within the LL Bean category that sold for me, as you see as we scroll here. And then I summed it up at the bottom. So create this little summary here just to talk through and give you guys kind of an idea of how it's been going. So I've sold 69 pairs to date. And to me, what I did is I did a sales per day calculation here. And it's been about 49 days since I've like really listed any real monumental amount. You know, the first couple days I was on vacation when I got the order, so I didn't really count that. So I'm doing about 1.4, you know, 1.4 pair per day, which is slower than I want it to be, but I knew in the beginning that's how it was going to be. And the cool part is that over the last, oh, so that's my dog hacking in the background. Over the last probably 14 to 16 days, I've sold almost 40 pair. So the ramp up is starting, which is really exciting. You know, that first 39 pair was over a longer period of time. I've been experimenting with promoted listings. I'm having a lot of success with that. I've actually sold 20 additional pair through the promoted listings. So of that 69 promoted listings is responsible for 20, which is pretty cool that I'm literally adding like I mean, what is that percentage wise? We got quick math in my head here. So almost 30% of that number was driven by promoted listings, which I've only been using for a couple of weeks. So definitely it's an awesome tool. Here is the promoted listing fees just for perspective. So on 20 pair, I paid about $35.88. So you're talking costing about $1.79 per pair to promote them. So one of the strategies I'm going to employ is, you can see my average sale price is a little low here. It's at like $17.88. That's because I was running a 30% off sale the entire time I was on vacation, so it drove down a lot of my price. I'm actually going to up the price on all my pants now that ramp up starting and promoted listings are working. I'm going to up the price a little higher, probably by about that 10% that I'm losing off the top, and to recover it. And I'm probably going to continue running that 30% off sale, but I'm going to raise the price to offset it and get my average sale price back up to like a $20 price point. If I can hold a $20 price point on the order, I'm going to be very, very profitable. So you can see $1,234 was the total sale price. The cost of goods in that, it's 69 pair times $1.15. That's what I paid per pair. Shipping costs, I used $5.50 as an average because most of them ship for flat rate for about $5.95, $6, that flat rate. But I occasionally have some that are first class weight, the women's pants, which is a smaller percentage. So I just knocked it down by about 50 cents, which should be a pretty close average. So about $380 in shipping. Promoted listing fees I just talked about. eBay and PayPal fees about 13%. And then I'm including my storage fee here. And I want to talk about this because, I think, being fully transparent, I'm using a full storage unit for this whole order. So it is an expense that goes with it. It's $140 a month. But the really cool part is, you see here, my net profit's only $438 on it, at 36%. But if I was to take this out, right, it goes up to almost 50%, which is pretty incredible. Like, that's really good. I'm really happy with that. And the nice part about this is a fixed fee. So while all these other ones are variable fees, right, they're going to slide up as my sales go up, the number of sales. This will always stay static. So when I start selling 200, 300 pair a month, as it ramps up, this stays at $140. So it becomes almost irrelevant. But I just wanted to be transparent that is there right now. But you see, like, obviously removing it, it goes up to about almost 50% net margin, which is really good after all fees, shipping, everything. I'm very happy with that, especially since I saved all the time buying in bulk and the listing time and all of that. It's pretty cool to see that. But right now, as it is, the numbers, the real numbers right now are 36% net margin, and I'm pretty happy with that. I'm content with the way it's ramping up. I've been experimenting with the promoted listings, which is really helping. I've got almost 2/3 of the whole order listed. I need to go through the rest in the garage. Most of those are just additional quantity to listings I already have up, so it's not like it's hindering my sales. I just need to go through and update the quantities of them and add them and put them, organize them in inventory. So pretty excited about it. I think to date this is a pretty good picture for me. I want to be really transparent too. Oh, stop! The dog's barking about his toy. To be very transparent, a lot of people have, I think that it's interesting to talk gross versus net, just simply because net is what I'm going to put in my pocket. And especially on bulk orders, when you start to scale, it's really important, I think, that you know exactly the costs that are going into it and whether it's worth your time and the profit you're making on it. So for me, I think this projecting out is going to end up being really good, especially as it ramps up heading towards fourth quarter. And hopefully it'll be a good buy. I'm excited. I'm going to start kind of networking this next month to find my next bulk buy, hopefully for August or early September. And so yeah, that's the update, guys. It's going really well. Hopefully this is beneficial for you. I'm going to stop sharing here and jump over to chat. Let's see what we got here. All right, sorry. Hey, thank you for that, Chicago Crown Hustler. Really appreciate it, man. Thanks for the support. Ronnie says the storage fee is almost the same as his, so that's cool. Appreciate you sharing that, Ronnie. I'll shut the door here so the dog doesn't come bother me again. Casey, thanks. I'm glad you're liking the live at 5. I've been trying to stay consistent with that. I'll keep going this week with it. Appreciate your support, getting up and hustling. Mark just asked, how much of that inventory filled up your storage unit, garage, empty? So the full thing is going to fit in that storage unit, but that's going to be about max capacity with that 3,000. I need to buy shelving units in there and organize it still, so that's on the to-do list. And I'm actually going to share, I developed my Q3 business plan with my revised goals. So I'm going to share that later this week, and I'll talk about how I plan to kind of outfit that, because those are about $100 a shelf for the ones I like to use. So I'm just going to I have a game plan for how I'm going to get that done. Hi, Resell Mel. Thanks for stopping in. Edgar just asked what program to use for screen sharing. It's actually just Google Hangouts, Edgar. Through YouTube, they have the Google Hangouts and it allows you just to share your screen. So no software necessary. It's free. Looking forward to meeting you too on Saturday, Thrifty Nickel. Yeah, if anyone's around Charlotte and you want to come to our meetup on Saturday, we're starting about 9 a.m. Asked to join the Carolina Resellers Meetup Facebook group. We're just using the Facebook group just so everyone knows it's not like a social one or anything like that. We're just using it for the event this weekend to organize. But we're going to hit a couple thrift stores, have some lunch at Whole Foods. Looking forward to meeting everyone. It should be a lot of fun. Josh said, where did you buy this bulk order from? Good stuff. So I'm not sharing my supplier, but I will tell you guys, like, if you're looking to get into bulk buying, I recommend starting local. So like use your local Facebook groups, offer up, try to network that way so that you get to know the person you're buying from. I think it also saves you on shipping. So that would be my recommendation. No problem, Verasuni. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I really appreciate you stopping in and watching. Tylen said, you mentioned Tommy Bahama a lot. Found my first one in the UK, sold in 2 hours, $5 to 25 €. Very nice. Yeah, Tommy Bahama does well for me. The like summery shirts do well this time of year. Also the silk pants and shorts I like to sell. Ronnie, how you doing there, man? How was the reseller rally? It looked like I saw pictures. Look, everyone had a blast. Joel just asked, do you wash, dry, iron any of your shirts or pants before listing? Probably like less than 1% of my listings do I do anything to. Occasionally I'll overlook a stain, have to use a Tide pen, or it'll be super wrinkled and I use a steamer, but very rarely. It's just not worth the time put into them, and I just avoid anything that has flaws. I don't really pick it up. Thanks, Edgar. Glad you learned a lot about the suits and blazers. Yeah, Ronnie and I did a show a while back on suits and blazers. If anyone's looking to get into it, highly recommend you check it out. I did one of the playlists for the interviews on my channel. Ronnie is a wealth of information. I was super pumped to have him on the show, and it was really good content. But yeah, so I just wanted to share this. I hadn't updated in a while, and vacation kind of got out of sorts. I wanted to let everyone know where it was at. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to keep playing around with promoted listings. And actually, I'll show you guys the promoted listings here. It's a pretty cool tool. And yes, Mark, I only sell clothes on eBay right now. And the pen I use for stains is called a Tide pen, like Tide the detergent. You can order them right on Amazon. They're pretty cheap. GBS, what position you play in softball? At this stage of life, I play whatever position they need me to. I end up pitching a lot just because I don't really walk anyone. But in high school, I played center field and shortstop and pitched a little bit. So, I mean, I just like to play. And Shannon plays with me. Shannon played in college. She's really good. She plays outfield, and she'll play second base occasionally. But, yeah, we have a lot of fun with it. Oh, no, Ronnie, you weren't feeling well in Chicago. That stinks. Yeah, it led to pneumonia. Oh, man. Well, I hope you're feeling better soon, Ronnie. That's rough, man. Let me share my screen again here real quick, guys. 1 second. I just want to show you guys, for anyone interested in promoted listings, I think it's pretty cool. I think the eBay really hit this one. Like, they did really well with this tool, I think. From like a data perspective, I love working with data and impressions and things like that. Like, this is the tools they give you. They show you the clicks and the impressions on each day, your ad fees here, your sales resulting from it, the items sold, how many clicks, things like that I think are really valuable, and it shows you that it's getting them out there. And the other cool part is, like, I'm getting all this visibility on my items, and I don't pay eBay a dime until something actually sells as a result of a click through the promoted listings page, right? So I'm just getting more and more visibility on my things, and to me, it's like a no-brainer with a multi-quantity listing like this where you have bulk. I think for me, if I continue to buy in bulk, I'm going to continue to leverage this tool and figure out the perfect nuances of it. So curious if anyone has any experiences with it as well. I just want to show you guys kind of the dashboard and what they have to offer. I think it's pretty neat. Let me pop back over to chat here. Kat asked what happened to the bet with Rockstar. We ended up calling it off for a couple of reasons. The first was that I actually was shorted a couple hundred pair of pants in my order, which I've kind of worked out with the seller. So I didn't think it was fair that he bet on 3,000 and it was less than that. And then the other was that I could have finished it, but my sales were dipping so hard because I wasn't listing other items that just wasn't making business sense to continue with it. So we agreed to mutually end it just because of those two factors. So and it was a good decision because my sales have gone back up, thank goodness. So that's been good. New Frontier says, I love promoted listings. Good. Yeah, I agree. I totally love them. Edgar, no, I did not get burned in Punta Cana. Just nice tan. I actually avoided getting burned. Just my bottom lip and the tops of my feet got a little burned. Mark asks, how do you keep track of the tax you paid at store per items? So you should, you can just keep track of it right off your receipt, right? When you buy them, you'll have your tax on there. In the same way that I use my template, you could just put in the tax for your cost of items. You could also find out what the percentage of sales tax charged is, and you could just apply that percentage to all of your sales that you bought, or all of the purchases. There's a couple ways you could do it. I would definitely check with whoever's going to prepare your taxes. Check with them, just see what they prefer. Just, for them, I always say consult a CPA. Having good team members like a CPA, within your business I highly, highly recommend. Sim said, does promoted listings only work with multi-quantity listings? So there is some categories that are now allowing single quantity Sims. Like I have jerseys, like sports apparel, things like that they allow. So I have a couple of jerseys I'm using, but it primarily is multi-quantity. Stacy said, I'm in the beta, so I've done single item promoted listings and has helped my sales, especially in clothing. That's awesome to know. Yeah, Stacy, I'd love to keep me posted on that as you drop in and out here. Even shoot me a personal message if you can. Just let me know how that's going and your experiences with it, because I want to experiment with it. Yeah, the seller has been really great, Mark. I'm working through it, and that's why I encourage everyone who wants to get into bulk buying to start network locally and network through people just so that you automatically start on a good level playing field with them. It's not that someone's going to dump something on you and run, and you're going to be out of luck. So that's just my personal preference. But I got to get going, guys. Shannon just got home. I got to get our water. Let's get the dog ready. The dog comes us to softball, so I got to get ready and hopefully get the win here. Appreciate everyone stopping in. Hit that like button for me if you don't mind, if this was helpful. Check me out on Instagram, and it's really great being back. It's nice getting back to a rhythm, and looking forward to just hitting it hard here. We got quarter 3 coming up. So have a great night, guys. Take care. Thanks for stopping in.